Welcome back to the Rich Eisen Show. You know, when I host the Combine for NFL Network, there's so much to try and take in. One of my favorite stories that I heard that I'm eager to get confirmed right here, that my next guest, Tristan Wirfs, who was a two-time state champion in the shot put and discus, for his track and field practice in his hometown, population of about 4,000 plus, Mount Vernon, Iowa, would throw his discus so far in the track and field practice that it would wind up past a fence and land in a tennis court on the other side of the fence, and that he had to alter his practice schedule for the safety of the people who played tennis on that court. Tristan Wirfs here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Tristan?
I'm good. How are you?
Is that a true story that I just told?
Yes. Yep, that is a true story.
So somebody's playing tennis, and here comes a discus that you threw so far that nobody thought it could go that far? Is that literally what was happening?
Yeah, pretty much. The girls' tennis team was out there practicing, and we'd be practicing at the same time. And my first one it happened my junior year, and they were out there, and it went flying by this girl's head, and they're like, "Yeah, we can't do this anymore." You have to.
So, but you were accommodating. Like, you'll change your schedule. They didn't have to change their schedule. You'll just change your schedule to warm up. Right?
Yeah, because it was it was their whole team, and it was just me throwing. So it was easier for me to just change instead of them having to find a whole new time.
Well, did it leave a mark in the hard court, like a divot?
Yeah, well, it wouldn't leave a divot, but you could see it scrape, like the metal rim of the discus would scrape that hard court.
When did you realize that you could do things like that for the first time, Tristan?
I think it was just, over the course of, growing up. Like, I just try something or see something I'd want to try, and then, if I couldn't get it, I'd keep trying until I got it. And if, I got it the first time, then I got it. So it wasn't really like, one specific time where I just started to do all these things. It was just kind of, over the course of growing up, being, outside all the time, climbing on stuff, wanting to see if I can, jump up and touch something or, just stuff like that. So I think, it's just always been happening since I was a kid. And
when did you say, okay, let's give this football thing a try? Who was the first one to say, let's do this?
I've been playing flag football for, as early as I could remember. And then I had to go to Cedar Rapids, 10, 15 minutes away from Mount Vernon to play tackle football in fourth grade because Mount Vernon didn't have it that early. So fourth grade was the first time I played tackle football. Fourth grade tackle football? Is that what you said? Yep.
Okay. Were you taking people down, Tristan? I mean, do you have a head on a swivel in the fourth grade? I mean, that's when you're 10 years old. That must have been significant.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I had a lot of fun. I got to play with a lot of guys. You know who Rocky Lombardi is?
Okay. Who's that?
He's the Michigan State quarterback right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Wolverine, Tristan. Tristan, I'm a Wolverine. I don't pay attention to that school in Green.
Oh, I got you. I
mean, the whole Big Ten thing.
Yeah, but I played with him, and it was a good time.
So were you playing other fourth graders, or did you step up in grade when you're playing that?
Yeah, we were playing other fourth graders. Yep.
Okay. Very good. And now I'm watching you on the screen right here of you putting up over 500 pounds. What in the world is that like? I mean, I honestly am trying to put myself in your shoes with that feat of strength that you're able to pull off that we're seeing on the screen from Hawkeye football.
Yeah, that was a pretty surreal moment. We had our weight room records down on the wall in the hallway. We walk by it every day, going to the weight room, going to practice. And it was always on my mind, I remember I got there and, a lot of people were telling me that it was like, that'll never be broken. And it just gave me something to shoot for, and then that day was pretty special. I walked into the facility and guys were asking me, what I was going to have on the bar, how much I was going to do. And I really had no idea. And I remember getting in the weight room and Coach Doyle grabbed my lift card from me and he wrote down 450 on it. So it was pretty much, just had to strap up and get after it.
And I'm just watching you scream right now, and your teammates behind you just going totally nuts, and that must have been a heck of a feeling. Tristan Wirfs here on the Rich Eisen Show. What has your process been like? No pro day, and obviously there will be no face-to-face visits. How often are you, I guess, Zooming, teleconferencing with teams right now, Tristan?
Yeah, so I've had three or four phone calls, and I had my first Zoom one earlier this week. Then I got a lot more scheduled in the coming weeks. But yeah, it's definitely different. Very, very weird times. Not having the pro day and not being around my teammates, training with them and everything. But, just trying to stay as close to in a routine as I can. There's a little gym in Iowa City where they let me come in and train.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been real nice. Just trying to keep up. The routine like we had, when we were training with Coach Doyle, he sent us lift cards like just through text so we could keep doing what we were doing. Yeah, it's been different.
Which teams have you spoken to, Tristan?
The Buccaneers. I just had Buccaneers. I had the Zoom call with. I had a FaceTime with the Patriots. I had a call with the Ravens. A call with the Chargers and Dolphins. And then I got the Browns, the Cardinals, and the Falcons coming up next week. And there's one more that's in my phone, but I can't remember right off the top of my head.
Well, you are a man in demand, Tristan Wirfs. Did Kirk Ferentz fix you up with the Patriots one? I know him and Belichick go way, way back.
Yeah, they've known each other for quite a while.
Okay, and so was Bill on the call? Was Belichick on the Zoom call?
No, it was just with one of their O-line guys.
Okay, and was the same thing? What about the Bucs? Was Arians on that call?
Bucs I had. No, he wasn't on there.
Okay.
I had two O-line guys, and then I think their OC.
Well, Leftwich is the man. So, what would that be like if you protect Tom Brady? Obviously, I know you want to get in a certain spot. It doesn't matter who takes you; you'll give him 100%. But what would that mean for you to protect Tom Brady as a freshman in the NFL?
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy, honestly. Because Tom Brady, he's been in the league for almost since I've been born. He came in what, 2000? I was born in '99. So I think that's pretty crazy just thinking about that. But getting a block for him would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, I imagine it would be. And when you are envisioning your career, Tristan, what was, because there's a ton of competition at your spot. What would you say about what a team would get with you? Who would a team get in Tristan Wirfs should they choose you as the first lineman, second lineman, or just in the first round? Who would they get?
Yeah, I think they're going to get a pretty genuine person, somebody's going to come to work every day, ready to go. I think that plays a role from coming from University of Iowa. We're held to a higher standard. I think Coach Doyle, Coach Ferentz, they're no nonsense type of guys. So I'm just going to come in and handle my business and do my best to get the job done.
Okay. What's it like to wave to the Children's Hospital and see the kids wave back, Tristan? As you guys do? What is that like?
It's amazing. Getting to be a part of that is extremely special. My freshman year we had or my sophomore year, sorry. One of the other old linemen, he had twin daughters that were born during the season, and they were up there for one of the games. So they're a little bit premature. But just getting to have somebody that up there waving to them is pretty special. And I love going over there and visiting with the kids because sometimes as football players we'll kind of have that attitude where it's like, oh, we have to go do this, we have to go to that, have to go out to practice or something. And then you go up there and visit with those kids and it just puts a smile on their face, and their parents will say, oh, I haven't heard them laugh in how long, I haven't seen them smile. And us just coming over and spending a little bit of time with them, like we can get that out of them, it totally changes how you feel. Like we're able to go out to practice and then play the sport we love while these kids are going up there going through things we can't even imagine. So I love getting away to them.
Well, Tristan, it's my favorite. Look, college football is just amazing for so many reasons, and tradition is one of them. It's my favorite tradition in any college at any spot. That the Children's Hospital overlooks the stadium, and everybody stops and waves at the kids who are in the windows. I mean, I got 3 kids, 11, 9, and 6. The run that I do at the Combine every year is for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. It's something so near and dear. Like, I'm getting emotional just talking about it, Tristan.
Yeah. It's pretty special. I was raising money, off my vertical jump to give to the Children's Hospital at the Combine, and that was, I had so much support in that, the state of Iowa and so many other people, my goal was 33 inches, and I went 36 and a half, and I was like, hopefully I make everybody's money worth it.
You sure did, man. I mean, that when that number came in front of us in the booth at NFL Network, we did look to see if there was a misprint. I'm not lying. I mean, somebody your size is not supposed to jump that high, and then obviously running 4.85 at the Combine. That was something else. So, where do you think you're going to be spending draft night right now? What is that plan right now for you, Tristan?
Yeah, probably just in good old Mount Vernon with some of my family.
Okay. And 4,000 of your socially distant friends in that town, in that small town.
Yep.
They'll
all have my back too.
Okay, so I'm glad to know that you're well, and the girls' tennis team is still all well. Correct? That everybody's.
Yep, they're all doing just fine.
They survived your track and field process. I love that story. It's one of my favorite stories, and I look forward to seeing where you wind up in the NFL. And let's stay in touch as you go about your career, Tristan.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the call. You got it. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. You bet. My pleasure. At Tristan Wirfs 74 on Twitter, Tristan _Wirfs 74 on Instagram. One of the good ones.